inspire, empower, grab your girls and soar a little higher. Unlock the fire in you, 'cause real women don't bitch, no. Real women don't, 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 real women don't bitch.
Hey, thank you for joining me on the Real Women Don't Bitch podcast. This is your proud host, August Crenshaw, aka Mrs. Raw, Real, and Relentless. I am the #1 advanced mental conditioning specialist for entrepreneurs because building mental muscle is necessary in order to implement successful business strategies. This show has been created for the woman who is not excuse-driven and needs help building a profitable business. I will be interviewing women from various fields who are willing to break the silence on struggles that specifically affect female entrepreneurs. Welcome to a show where I and guest speakers from time to time share our methods that help us beast our business no matter what is going on in our lives. Whether you are an online or brick and mortar business owner, this show is for you. We will hit every angle, personal, professional, and spiritual. Why? Because on any given day, you get hit with shit from a scenario involving one, more, or perhaps all of the above. It all impacts you and your mindset towards your business. I have made it my personal mission to provide a space where we dive deep into the BS we face on a day-to-day basis. Hey, beautiful ladies, how are you doing? You guys, you're going to have to transition with me. So we've been rocking together now for a little over a year and a half. So yay for those of you that have been around that long, and welcome to those of you who are more new. But we've got to keep this thing balanced out. For as much as I loathe that word, that's a whole nother story for those of you that have been around. You've listened to the Balance Myth. But, on Mondays, we live broadcast, and the conversations get really thick about the things that people are dealing with, how you're feeling, the struggles, controversy that's coming up, mindset blocks. And I want to make sure that even more time is being spent speaking to the positivity of your spirit, nurturing the energy in you to attract what it is that you desire. And so I put a post up, I don't know, a couple days, a week ago, something like that. And in the post, I was talking about the importance of you needing to be still. And so, yes, Miss Grindaholic here always has something going on. Every time you turn around, it's, another summit, another book, another program, another podcast, interviewing more people. I tell folks all the time, don't ever get it misconstrued that, all I do is just work. I am not going to lie. I'm a bit of a workaholic. But I also have certain advantages that many other entrepreneurs don't, like the simple fact that this is literally all that I do every day. And I happen to be naturally laser focused. But I have some women who follow me, and guess what? They work a job while they're building their business. And so it isn't as easy for them to do as much as I do. And it's just also, it has a lot to do with the way that my brain operates. But what happened to me, and you guys may feel like this sometimes, is that you feel like you're just really getting pulled on a lot. And in the moments when it's happening, there may be an urge for you to show up. Maybe there's a lot of dilemmas, and you know that you have the answers, and you feel like it's something that you should work on. And so for me, I did a lot of live videos that just were dealing with Christianity, spirituality, and business. I mean, this was getting so intense that I was on live videos for like an hour and 45 minutes. And I don't do that. Yeah, I've gotten close to an hour before, but the way that I do live video, I do so many of them, I stick and move. I'm like, bam, here, there. And I've got my information out because between my free groups, my paid groups, and just marketing myself, I don't have time to play around.
But on these, this one particular week, it just seemed like every day there was something. And there really was something going on in the atmosphere, because what was happening is that people that had been following me were like, I need you. And so this thing that I felt like speaking about was really important. Then there was a situation in my group. And in the group coaching program, I do give live support, but not the kind of live support where I'm going to be on a video with you for an hour. That's for one-to-one clients. But I also had a woman who was just really dealing with some stuff, and she ended up signing up for an additional session. And I'm bringing these things up because they equate to money. People can pay for one-off sessions with me, when they're in the group. And so anyway, after all of that was said and done, I felt really powerful, because I know that the divine was speaking to me, but then I felt really drained. I felt like I was a generator, and I just produced a massive amount of energy and gave it out, and I need to be charged my damn self. And so I don't typically do this, but there was a specific date, and it was basically about 2 weeks and a couple days out, where the divine was like, fall back. And so I went and told my tribe. I was like, hey, you guys, only in the case of emergencies, a little something here and there, I'll be there. But otherwise, I need a break. I need to sit still. And so I went to bed earlier. I woke up later, or if I stayed up late, I slept later. I did a little bit more fun stuff with the kids. Kind of played silly games on the phone. Didn't necessarily watch TV, but still, I just was hella laid back. And I could feel energetically just how tired I mean, physically, I was wide awake and I was vibrant, but spiritually, it was like if one more question came at me, I don't necessarily know if I could have handled it. But in the midst of all of that, my tribe grew. I did get more clients to sign up. And so I just want to tell you that you do have to learn to be still. There are going to be moments where you feel the need to work. And sometimes in business, especially when you're in the beginning part of the journey, your work ethic may be pulling you. But I do want you to understand some facets of it don't get easier, meaning because there's an increase in demand. But there are a lot of parts of this journey that will become easier, because there are a lot of things that I used to struggle with that I don't struggle with anymore. Like, even though I've always been authentic, that doesn't mean that I've always liked writing out what I've had to say authentically, which means that I haven't necessarily always done a good job of, keeping in contact with my email list or posting on social media, Whereas now, for me and even a lot of my clients who have followed my methodologies, it's nothing to promote ourselves. There's nothing, to get out there, and it's nothing to say, oh, wait a minute, I see a hole. This is a program. This is a course. This is a challenge that I could do to weave people into it. And so your eyes go from, oh my God, let me try to figure out something and put it out there and see if it works, to like, this is what I'm doing. And I'm laser focused, and I know that this is who this is for. And being able to create products and services, doing your launches, not missing any steps, not skipping any beats. And so relax sometimes, sweetie. Relax and meditate. The only thing that I was thinking about were a bunch of things that I wanted to accomplish. I was sitting down, visualizing, and not even necessarily always sitting down, because I could have just been kind of sitting in the kitchen, waiting on some veggies to simmer, and just like, wow, man, I can straight up see myself. I could see myself in Singapore, and just imagining the first time that I see Pika and rushing out and giving her a hug, and both of us crying, because it's like a miracle, because it's been a strictly, internet relationship. And sometimes you need to do that. And I don't know how often you do, but it's a beautiful thing when it isn't a forced mechanism. When there's so many things that you just see and that you want. I've seen myself in my next city, because I want to leave here. I don't want to be in Atlanta, anymore. And I visualized a lot of things. Take the time and do the visualization exercises and see yourself where you want to be. Take the time to be still, okay? To be still, knowing that the universe is always conspiring in the background, because there's so much more than just putting yourself out there. Energetically, you need to be lined up in order to receive the people you're intended to work with. And so be in your highest state of spirituality and energy to serve, and watch your business make some radical transformations. All right, ladies, you guys have a fabulous Friday, and I'll see you on Monday at 2 o'clock for the live broadcast. Remember, you can get into the Fix My Business at the base tier for only $200. But for those of you that are ready, you've still got 5 days left. At the top tier, you'll get a 2-hour intensive with me for free for those of you that sign up by July 31st. So I love you all. I'll talk to you later. Deuces.
Thank you for joining me today. Remember to cultivate a mindset that is biased towards taking action. No bitching, whining, or complaining. Here, our mantra is, real women don't bitch, we get shit done. See you next week as I continue to bring you what you need to keep your head in the game and beast your business. Don't forget to hit subscribe and leave us a 5-star review. Would you like a specific topic covered? Have a question you would like answered live? Then head on over to realwomendon'tbitchpodcast.com. Subscribe to my email list, hit me up, and I got you. Interested in being a guest speaker? You walk the walk? Then you can sign up on the website too. This is your #1 advanced mental conditioning specialist for entrepreneurs, Mrs. Raw, Real, and Relentless. Signing out. Deuces.
Inspire, empower, grab your girls and soar a little higher. Unlock the fire in